Alright, so in the last episode, we milled these pieces on 4 sides to nice and flat and almost ready to be glued together. All we're going to do today is we're going to run all of these through the planer, light passes, and just make sure that there's no crazy movement in the wood. And then we'll just glue it together. So these are all nice and milled flat. I feel confident now that I can glue these together into a block and move right along. All right, let's get to that. Alright, well that's it for tonight. We'll come back to this later on. And the glue is dry. Now all we need to do is flatten one of these sides on the joiner, and then it's ready for resawing. Alright, so there we go. We got a side flattened on the joiner. Now we just need to start resawing and then coming behind and rejoining this face and then resawing. And we'll do that until I run out of material. Repeated that process until I got 7 slices, which means we should get 14 coasters out of this block. Not bad. Anyway, next step will be to run these all through the planer and make sure they're all nice and flat on both sides. And then we'll go from there. But for now, good night. All right, it's now time to completely plane these flat before we can move on to cutting them down to size. All right, these are all plain, nice and flat. And now it's time to cut them down to their final dimensions. Well, we had one casualty. This one bound on the blade and caused it to ricochet. And let's see here. Where's the... Yep. So this piece right here actually hit the wall over there. So fortunately that didn't hit me. Oh well, next step. All right, well, there we have it. That's 104 chamfers. Anyway, these are basically done with the first stage. The next step will be to sand these, starting at 80 grit and working my way all the way up to 320. At which point we can begin to put some finish on it. But for now, this project is done. Thanks for watching.